Hello, everybody. It's Rob Biddulph here, and I'm delighted to be an author ambassador for the Teachers Reading Challenge 2025. So, what makes a children's book truly great? Well, for me, there are three key ingredients. Number one, I think you have to make an emotional connection with your kids. So, a great book, I think, should speak to the child right now. And now that could mean that it somehow reflects their own world, or it can open a window to a completely different one. But either way, it should make them feel wonder and empathy and excitement. And I think for teachers, that means choosing books that you think will spark a real reaction in your students, and not just books that kind of tick a curriculum box. After all, I think you know your students better than anybody, and so you'll get a feel for what they're going to enjoy, I think, and that's really, really important. Okay, number two, imagination and discovery. This sounds really obvious, but children's books should fire the imagination, and that can be through story, through the settings, the characters, even the rhythm, the humour, or the visuals. But whatever it is, all of these things, they should invite children to predict what's going to happen next. Ask what if questions. When selecting titles, I really think you should look for stories that encourage curiosity. Curiosity is super important, as I'm sure all of you know, is the key to learning. The books that you choose should allow children's minds to wander beyond the page. Thirdly, the read aloud magic. Now, the real test of a book, I think, is how it sounds when you read it aloud, particularly, picture books, like my picture books. I spend most of my time writing them. I'm wandering around here in my studio. It looks like I'm talking to myself if you see me from outside, because I am reading them aloud to make sure the rhythm and everything works. All of my books, they rhyme, so that's a big part of it. But I think that's equally true when you're reading chapter books too. You have to see whether the book kind of sings when you read it off the page. Does it invite the listener in? Is there a rhythm? Is there a heartbeat that carries the story forward? And if you enjoy reading it aloud, then your class will enjoy listening to it. So, in summary, what makes a good picture book? What makes a great picture book? I don't think it is just the words in the pictures. It is that spark, something that makes, the children laugh, think, dream, and most of all, what makes them want to keep on reading, or what makes them want you to keep reading the story to them. Because if we give children stories that they truly love, then we're going to give them a lifelong love of reading. And you know what? There's no greater gift than that.